Well, the best advice in a snowstorm, it's to stay home until the plows can clear the roads. But a lot of people go out anyway. Bruce LeShan reports there's a big surprise in a lot of newer cars that can really spell trouble.
There's very little worse than heading out into a snowstorm with bad tires.
Tell me about it.
AAA says it's getting blasted with calls from people with tire problems, and a lot of them are heading into their trunk, and once they get it open and get all the junk out of the way, they're looking into their spare and finding not only do they not have one of these cheap little donut tires, they don't have a spare tire at all. Turns out that 1/3 of new cars manufactured since 2017, no spare tire. 90,000 calls to the AAA last year for tire problems. 20,000 people had to be towed, and half of those folks, no spare.
Over half of the tire-related calls that we had that required a tow, it was because there was no usable spare in the vehicle.
The Maryland General Assembly right now considering a bill that would mandate that rental car companies, at least, disclose if there's no spare tire in your rental car.
If you have lousy tires in a snowstorm and no spare, you're dead in the water.
You are absolutely correct about that.
Here are a couple of things you can do to head off trouble. Check your recommended tire pressure. That is usually posted right here on the door jamb. Then check the actual inflation on your tires with a tire gauge and make sure your tires are pumped up to that level. Then you can take a quarter like this, if you still carry quarters, stick George Washington's head down into the tread. And if you can see all of his head, well, that means your tread is worn out and you need new tires. In Bethesda, Bruce LeShan, WUSA 9.